all the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Button Check fam? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful morning, a full week of checking these buttons. Yet again, we have buttons to check. Chapters down below if you want to skip around, and of course that sub button right there, so close to 56K, might even get it today. But either way, we're on the race to 60K. Thank you so much. That's why we're hitting this New Year's with a bang. And another thing we got to bang is these buttons. That didn't sound good at all. Or maybe it did, because today's HT, the most glorious day of the week. Ladies and gents, let's go.
Let's go by and get down real slick, man. I hope the kids ain't around. It's funny.
All right, next up for them Guilty Gear Strive community losing their damn minds, buttons that need to be checked, right? It's a huge debate going on right now, right? Okay, so apparently with the direction that, from what I could take, right? The direction that GG Strive is going in, some people that feel like they're longtime fans of the game or of the series are like, we don't really appreciate the way Arcsys is, you know, kind of how they seem to bend over backwards or pander to like the new fans of the game, right? Rather than honoring the longtime fans and give us what we like, right? Rather than what they like. This word all pops off right here. I mean, it really pops off right here. So somebody by the name of Johan at Look at My Meat 1, gotta love that name, says, it's crazy how Arcsys is seemingly content with appealing to an entire group who didn't even know what Guilty Gear was before Strive and has no problem alienating the players that supported them for years. Just goes to show that any corp will turn on you for profit. Okay, and obviously FGC is reacting to that, but going a little deeper with the argument, right? Somebody by the name of Jeremy posted this saying, my favorite thing to come across so far today, Bridget bad trans because was forced from birth. Also, Bridget good femboy because she enjoyed cross-dressing despite being forced from birth. Then down below, you can see some of the conversation that he's quote retweeting, right? Saying, being a male, they can't see the horrible regression that they are pushing by not allowing femboy males to be happy without becoming trans women. Then adding below, saying, if Bridget stayed the way she was, that would have also been a problem in your logic. The only reason she cross-dressed before is because of the same upbringing. Then Straight Crossplay adds saying, because he enjoyed cross-dressing is not complicated. Not all cross-dressing men want to be women. Literally, all America used to call Bridget transphobic just for being happy about being a male. They can't see the horrible regression they are pushing by not allowing feminine males to be happy without becoming trans women. They respond to that saying, blows my mind. People think a character who was forced to be the opposite gender as a child is a good trans rep. Bridget should have stayed the way he is. Strive ruined his character. Okay, and as you can imagine, people are getting pretty fired up over this. You got, you know, a couple of different sides of the fence. A lot of people, though, are kind of seeing it from the perspective like, we need to calm down, right? They're obviously a business and they're trying to do things from a business standpoint and they're still supporting the game. So, I mean, we should probably cut them some slack. Picking up right here, some saying, the corp turning on the fans by adding rollback or supporting Strive after years with new content and balance changes? Be serious. Others saying, dude, the last Guilty Gear game barely sold 100,000 units. You all most likely never cared for the game before Strive and just want to pose. Then I see Alexius saying, it's crazy how people can manage to write so much about Strive is killing Guilty Gear and yet essentially say nothing of substance of any consequence. Half of the people complaining about Strive still being popular are people who claimed it was dead back in 2022. And this is a popular tweet I noticed going around. It's actually a screenshot, I guess, of Johan's first initial tweet, right, when it popped off. They actually screenshot it, and I guess they went over to their Twitter account, and they're like, why is this your only tweet about Guilty Gear? Basically saying, like, are you just looking to start some shit? Because we don't see that you've talked about Guilty Gear any other time except for this. So there you have it. Damn, it's definitely going off in the Strive community. We've seen stuff like this before. I remember covering stuff, man, I want to say this similar topic, but I can't remember when. I want to say last year, if I'm guessing. But now that we got like a resurgence or a rebirth, so to speak, in the community with the game, a lot of people loving it, but you got some arguments like this. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up into the MK1 shoulda won fighting game of the year. Buttons that need to be checked. Okay, so yeah, you heard me. This is an interesting debate by TrueUnderDawg. Now, I want to go on record. I've worked, well, by work, I mean, I've interviewed TrueUnderDawg, spoke to him a handful of times. Man's always been nice to me. I got no problem, no beef with TrueUnderDawg. Most of the time, you know, I remember just coming up as a content creator, I appreciated his content, and this is like way back in the day. So the fact that he posted something like this. As soon as I read it, I was like, oh shit, here go the smoke. And we having a barbecue, y'all. FGC about to have a barbecue. And I'm sure in some sense he knew that, but let's unpack that after we talk about this. So he posted this right after the Game Awards, right? Saying, I believe MK1 deserved Fighting Game of the Year. More characters to play, story mode and invasion modes with seasons, more costumes and unlocks, rewards for ranked matches. You can prefer the gameplay of Street Fighter 6 more, but I believe MK1 offers more content. Okay, now I haven't even read all these replies. I literally just seen like one or two, but let's experience it together because you already can feel it, can't you? You can feel what the replies is gonna be. Right now though, I see that tweet of his has over 1,000 likes, you know, so you got people that are actually agreeing with him. Let's go down, right? So people are like, how do you say all this and then put this picture and think you're making a point? Others are like, not really. The game is far from what Street Fighter 6 is. No Wi-Fi filter, no crossplay, no first to 3 in Combat League, no conquest mode, no other game modes, lack of DLC content. Damn, he really broke it down, didn't he? And then going on, the aggression microtransaction alone should keep MK1 from winning. Bills must be due. This person right here, bills must be due. Number of characters doesn't mean a thing about the overall game. Story mode was great in MK1, but Invasions is bad at launch state. Seasonal add-ons don't speak for the product at launch. Let me click on it right there. Most of the good costumes are behind a disguised shop that is designed to rip off players. They remove premium currency as a ranked match reward. Then wrapping it up right here, you say gameplay in the end is all that matters. But let's just keep scrolling, right? You see, come on, dog. Be smarter than your equipment. And it keeps going. Still think they did the switch in the graphics. I respect your opinion because I fuck with your content, but in my opinion, Street Fighter 6 is slightly better. I'm not really a fan of both because of their lack of content and microtransaction practices, but I'm sure both of them will get their shit together soon enough. So yeah, let's go ahead and click on good old True Underdog's page. I want to see if he made an update, right? I want to see if he said anything where he's like, hey y'all, I was just kidding, step inside the mind, or being. So as of right now, looks like he really believes it. How do you feel? Because I know for a fact that, you know, when the list came out, and I'll put it on the screen here if I could find it, that the games that were competing with Street Fighter 6 to see who was the best fighting game, it looked like a wrap, right? We're like, what the fuck? Like, nobody can really beat Street Fighter 6 on this list. First of all, nobody should have beat Street Fighter 6 on that list. The only one that could have came close was MK1, but everybody was kind of thinking like what you saw these replies, right? Obviously, I shouldn't say everybody because you see True Underdog saying, well, I see it from a different perspective, right? A lot of people even went as far as to be like, we were gonna riot, right? If Street Fighter 6 did not win Best Fighting Game of the Year, holy shit. Because remember we said in the previous video, MK1 was voted by somebody else recently Best Multi-Game Player of the Year, Fighting Multi-Game Player of the Year, right? And even people thought that was a stretch. They're like, multiplayer? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? So anyway, fast forward to the, you know, the Game Awards. Street Fighter 6 took it, obviously, but you know, they thought it was a wrap. Obviously though, everybody's not on the same page. So what do y'all think? I think one of the big questions where it lies is like when people are saying gameplay is not all that matters. You can prefer the gameplay, but that's not all that matters when it comes to a whole game, like winning best fighting game overall. Do you think that's the point? Or are you on the opposite side saying, nah, gameplay is the main thing that should matter? How y'all feeling? Let me know. And you know what? We're saying all that, True Underdog. If you happen to be watching this video, post down below and let's see your points if you got some new ones. And I'll pin it. I'll pin that comment and we'll let the community kind of debate underneath that. And then I'm just gonna get some popcorn and I'm gonna get the hell out the way because that's gonna be a damn fire. And there it is, beautiful people. Thank you guys for rocking with us one more time. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. We got so much, once again, Christmas giveaway information down below on that link. So we got to end it on that HT tip. This particular Cosplayer, I was actually tagged in a lot. Her name, I'm gonna put the profile on the screen. Is it Mirakashi, if I'm saying that? I feel like I'm butchering it. But anyway, profile up top, link down below. Definitely check her out. Here we go, bam. Now, I ain't gonna even front. Not too familiar with this character. But I don't gotta be to know that she killing the shit. The look, the look, I mean, the way it's fitting, and then down below you got the curves, the look. Y'all know what the hell I'm trying to say. I stand witness to the thickness. And there it is one more time. Thank you guys for the amazing love. We will see you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day, more than likely tomorrow. But hey, we've been going back to back. Have you noticed that? I'm trying my hardest not to oversaturate the channel, but I made a promise to the people. I'm like, now that we full-time, we full-time. And if there's buttons to check, we're gonna do it more than ever, and there's even more to come. I still feel like we haven't got started yet. So anyway, thank you guys for the massive love. It literally means everything to me and my family more than ever. You have no idea, but I hope you do. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
This is where it all pops off right here. I mean, it really pops off right here. So somebody by the name of Johan at Look at My Heart. Look, I said look at my heart. It's look at my meat. How the hell did I confuse meat with heart? Look at my meat. I literally thought for a second, oh, that's a sweet handle, you know what I'm saying? And it says look at my meat. I guess it still could be it could be sweet meat. Happy HT.